Think buying a new car makes you look rich? Think again. The second you drive that shiny new car off the lot, you're already losing thousands of dollars. It's a financial trap most people don't even realize they're walking into. But the wealthy? They approach car buying completely differently. Let's break it down. Here's the hard truth. Cars are not investments, they're liabilities. The moment you buy a new car, it starts to lose value. For example, let's say you purchase a brand new Chevrolet Tahoe for $60,000. The second you drive it off the lot, it could already be worth $48,000, a 20% depreciation. Within the first year, that car might lose up to 30% of its value, and 5 years later, you could be lucky if it's worth $25,000. That's a huge loss, plus all the costs of insurance, gas, maintenance, and financing. That's money you'll never get back. Now let's take a look at how someone like Robert Kiyosaki, author of Rich Dad, Poor Dad, would approach this. Kiyosaki teaches us the difference between assets and liabilities. And when it comes to cars, he makes it clear. A car is a liability unless it makes you money. Kiyosaki, despite being a millionaire, doesn't waste money on luxury cars that lose value. Instead, he invests in income-producing assets first, like real estate and businesses, and uses the returns from those investments to pay for his lifestyle. Kiyosaki once mentioned in an interview that he doesn't drive a car that's too expensive or too flashy. In fact, he often drives older, used cars to avoid the high depreciation costs that come with brand new ones. While most people might look at this and think it's about being cheap, it's actually a strategic move to keep his wealth growing. But let's go back to the average person. Most people, especially those who are not wealthy yet, want to drive a flashy car to show off their success. They finance it for 6 or 7 years, making monthly payments that stretch their budget. Let's say someone buys a Mercedes-Benz GLC 300, a luxury SUV, for $55,000. They take out a loan and start paying $900 a month for 7 years. By the time the car is paid off, it could be worth half of what they paid for it, and they've spent almost $75,000, including the interest. That's a $25,000 loss over 7 years. And don't forget, this doesn't even include things like repairs, insurance, and taxes. Now here's the twist. The wealthy know better. They buy used cars instead of new ones. For example, a 2-year-old Mercedes GLC 300 might cost around $38,000 instead of the full $55,000. They've skipped the biggest depreciation hit, and they get the same car. And they don't finance it for 7 years. They pay for it with profits from their investments or assets because they understand the importance of putting their money into things that grow, not things that lose value. Some of the ultra-wealthy even use cars as income-generating assets. For example, they might buy a luxury vehicle like a high-end Range Rover and then rent it out through platforms like Turo. This way, their car isn't just costing them money, it's actually earning them money. Others use their cars for business purposes, turning their personal vehicle into a tax-deductible expense. The point here is that the wealthy don't buy cars to impress others. They buy cars smartly. They let their money work for them first, then use the income from assets to pay for their lifestyle. They know that a car, no matter how nice, isn't worth the financial sacrifice unless it's going to work for them in some way. So, what about you? Are you making car purchases that drain your wealth, or are you making decisions that will help build your financial freedom? The difference between being financially stuck and achieving prosperity comes down to how you handle your money and the choices you make every single day. If you want to learn more about building wealth and how to make smarter financial decisions, make sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. And leave a comment. Do you think cars are assets or liabilities? Let's discuss it.